I'm not mentioning the birthdays. I'm not much into birthdays, but 10 years is a good time to reflect. I told the beginning of this 10 years ago as a young man just trying to connect. I want to tell you about a game I used to play. I still dream about it, making it feel not so far away, like I can still play just in a different way. And that's to this day. This game I played was fun and violent, war with my brothers. This war is blessed to have no guns, but between the whistle, it is life or death, and sometimes that whistle is hard to hear. This game is played on the field. Even the walk to this field becomes spiritual, ritual. This game is discipline. This game is chaos. You can find yourself. You can lose yourself. If you haven't played, I won't judge you. If you haven't played, you just wouldn't know. Gladiator shit. This gladiator's tale went by fast. Sometimes that whistle is hard to hear. Life has moved on and that game still feels near, but the game I play now deals more in fear, because that's where the truth is. The game I played then was performance. The game I play now is performance. I had to pull out the artist. I still have to pull out the artist, but for most of my life, the football player was the shell. Gladiator was the shell. So to shed my shell, I had to bury it in hell, left it on the field, where I was caught staring at the heavens. For those of you that have played this game might be thinking, that's not really a position you should ever be in, but this position in a different game is that of a man who's been humbled. What looking up can do. But by all means, keep checking your rectangle to see who DM'd you. Take away the phone, what do you submit to? Don't break your neck, kids. I'll break my back for this game I play now. I broke my back for that game I used to play, but the game I play now is done in a different way. The game I play now is different because I'm an artist, motherfucker, not a football player. Maybe I'm both. I could be neither. Both brought me to the breath I use now. Now. You know what? Football might be the greatest art form I ever got to perform. Gladiator shit. I had to reveal I'm a football player to know about it. I had to prove I'm an artist to show I'm not. And somewhere in the middle lies me. And I try not to lie looking into these eyes, but that mirror can be deceiving. Performance reflects truth, which is what I seek. The game I used to play, the truth was on the whistle. The game I play now, the truth is on action. I am more than the games I play, yet I identify with them every single day. Do they make me a better man? What makes you a man? Let's ask our fathers. Certainly they know. Dad, what makes you a man? You're a man because you came from my nutsack. Okay, let's get back to the game. That's what I call watching film. Vulnerable shit. But that's the price you pay to watch replay after replay after replay. And you gotta pay to play. Oh, you're making money now, you don't think you're paying. There's always a cost, that's all I'm saying, and I would pay that price again. I gotta pay to get in. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to win. I got the energy. Let me in. Let me in. Different game. And though I maintain that energy, it ain't the same. Fuck that. Let's get back to the game where I was busting heads in the first half, man. Fuck Stanford. And that's to this day. All right, I don't know about busting heads, but I had a few good plays. I shut down 99, which was my task for the week. I chopped the fuck out of 11 and 9. I got 44. I got 93. I got 90, man. Fuck Stanford. Pride's a hell of a thing. An ego keeps pride under its wing, and oof, that bastard can sing. Oh, ego, you blow my mind. Thank you for holding on to pride for me. Because I did my job in the first half. Pride cometh before the fall. But I'll take pride and I will fall knowing that I did my job in that first half. But these games are about more than just doing your job. These games are about moments. Moments no one can ever take back from you. Moments that fill up your cup. And if the game don't fill up your cup, then don't even fucking show up, because these games are about energy, baby. And that's what I had in the first half of that game against those motherfuckers against Stanford. Energy, baby. Game I play now, the energy is in the still. And that's where I found the thrill. But I ain't chasing money, I'm chasing information. Wish I paid a little more attention to my education, so that when I got those messages saying I should just kill myself, I could have altered my situation, because I got humbled in that second half in front of the whole fucking nation. And yeah, it's part of my obligation, but the darkness that consumed my mind after that night went beyond my imagination. I don't generally give a fuck what people think, but when your teammates can't look at you, your heart can really fucking sink. Number one team in the nation. Not no more. Don't matter if it was my fault or not. The results are already in store. And man, if you would have handed me a gun, boom, no more. And I know it's just a game. Just a game. Just a game. But I was this close to being no more. Boo-hoo, right? A big privileged male who gets to play football, and if you ain't noticed, I'm white. Boo-hoo, right? But truth is, I would have ended it after that game that night had I not gotten an email from a professor asking, "Are you all right?" This teacher teaches art. Football don't mean shit. But him and 2 million other people saw the game, and he knew this life. I was ready to quit. This teacher's name is Mr. Trules, and he knew a thing or two about the game. Trules would say, "If you want art, it's in the pain." Sounds like a football coach. Truth is a big, refreshing gulp from a cold glass on a long summer night. Truth is I was in pain, emotional pain. Not very manly, is it? Not much football player material, truth is. Truth is, I hope some of my teammates who are no longer here are no longer in pain. More of them gone than I expected. Helmets and shoulder pads, but were their hearts protected? Were their souls misdirected? That's not for me to answer. Truth is, I miss them. Life is pain. Football brought me closer to it. Football stuck my face in it. Life and pain. Art helps me look at it. Poetry helps me communicate. The artist Stanley Yelnats once said, poetry is not a lot about thinking. Poetry is not a lot about logic. Poetry just feels like poetry. And you can poke holes in that explanation, but when the whistle blows, it's poetry. When action's called, it's poetry. And in between that poetry are those moments I believe we're all truly equal. Outcomes vary. And though I wonder if we were all actually truly created equal, I will treat you as such. Tell that to a young football player in acting class thinking, man, these theater kids be doing too much. Coming from Mr. Gladiator Boy walking in each week with a new crutch. I used to lay down and take naps in class and wonder why my classmates would think I'm an ass. Well, fuck you too, you can't do what I do. I'm up early for practice before you're even at school. You wouldn't last a day in my world, so I don't need to follow your rules. You can keep all that emotional, vulnerable bullshit away from me, Mr. Trules. What the fuck do y'all theater faggots know about pain? Pride cometh before the fall. Truth is, my classmates shared more pain with me than I'd ever even seen in my life at all. And their outlet didn't involve a bunch of grown-ass men in tights chasing and grabbing each other, going after a leather ball. The audacity I had to judge any classmate for being gay when the football locker room has the probably gayest stuff I've seen going on, and that's to this day. No disrespect, jokes aside. My pride took a backseat ride as my ego listened to these artists share these feelings that this gladiator was trying to hide. But there's no hiding on national TV. And even though our worlds are different, my classmates sure got to see me. And while my teammates were there to watch me fall, my classmates were the first to watch me bleed. Trules would give me the direction I didn't know I would need. 10 years later, I asked myself, what's the difference? If the artist died, if the gladiator died, if the artist was born, if the gladiator was born. Pain is poetry. That's something we all possess. Threshold and circumstances will give you more or less. Each one of our souls plays this game of life like a game of chess, but I digress. I ain't one to preach. I found common ground with my identities, and if you haven't, don't be afraid to reach, because I'm not just one thing or the other. I'm not just a fighter or just a lover. I'm not just anything. But I am here now. So are you. Truth is all I'm trying to get to. Truth is, whether I'm an artist or a football player or a gladiator who even really cares to know. Truth is, before I leave this earth, you're gonna get one hell of a show. There it goes again. Oh, ego. You blow my mind.